Hey everybody, this is Hutch with the Survival University, and we're going to show you a quick tip to make sure that you have drinking and cooking water when you wake up in the morning during winter camping or emergency situations. Hey everybody, it is Hutch again, and we're rolling into camp a little late, getting ready for some winter classes, and thought I'd share with you a tip. A lot of you old timers have done this, but you don't see it so often anymore. Our fire pit is completely filled with snow, and it's going to take some doing to make fire, which we can do, but if we were getting here a little bit later, we might not have time to set this up. So something you used to see is with your water bottles. Remember, snow's an insulator. That's why we can build things like igloos and quinzes and all the other snow shelters. Snow's an amazing insulator because it's mostly air, and that's what keeps us warm. And you can use that to your advantage with water. Take your canteens, turn them upside down, get them into snow, like this. Now this is counterintuitive. I'm gonna actually start shoveling snow on top, which seems weird when I'm trying to keep my water from freezing, right? But I want about a foot of snow on top and around this. And just like a snow shelter, it'll insulate up to, I believe, negative 40 degrees. Now, it's not gonna be warm in the morning, and there's gonna be some ice crystals, but at least you'll have enough water to make coffee, drink a little bit, cook your breakfast, whatever you gotta do, and then you can move on from there. So I'm gonna keep piling snow on here, and remember to put them in upside down because water freezes from the top down. Like in a lake, that's why fish stay alive all winter. So if you put it in upside down, you don't have water that's, there's an ice barrier between you and your drinking water when you try to get to it. So I'm gonna shovel about a foot on here, and we should have some water in the morning. All right, so it is the next day. We actually buried these at 5 o'clock last night, and it's pushing 9 o'clock today, so it's way longer than you would normally bury them. We were just kind of curious. We've got a couple because remember, it's important that you're able to get a foot of insulation. Just like when you're building your shelters, there's certain levels of insulation you need to work, and we couldn't fit enough in the one area. So the one with food coloring is somewhere in here. Now, because of the time, you normally are only gonna sleep 6 to 8 hours. So you're not gonna have to worry too much, but you can see here, I mean, you really gotta get down, okay? Oh, I can see some freezing, okay? That's why we bury it upside down, remember, because ice freezes from the top down. Let's see, after all that, oh, thank goodness. After all that time, we've still got some liquid. I was genuinely concerned because that's long. Let's agitate it some. Yeah, we could get a drink or get started on our day, making some food. Now let's check over here. Just bear with me for a second because it's like going after buried treasure. I know it's in here. Okay, so once again, you can see freezing up here at the top, just like a lake, freezing top down. That's why it's so important to, oh my goodness, oops, it's frozen in there on something. Give me a second here. Oh yeah, look at that. And it was cold last night. So that one did even better. Maybe something about that food coloring lowered the freezing point or something, a chemical reaction. But look at that one. That's got a little bit of an angle freeze there. The ice in here is harder, so it must have been something there. Or just a better, this certainly had more insulation around it. That one was pretty top heavy, so in the wind, its around insulation might not have been a full foot, but either way, you can see significantly over a night's sleep. And we were in the zero last night. It was a very cold night, snowing, 3 inches of snow, not too terrible, but a lot of wind. And you still have water in the morning so that you can cook breakfast and so that you can hydrate, which is important. Next tip, you may want to gently take these off if you use a metal canteen, because on your metal canteens, a lot of times, if this is frozen on top, you'll break the seal on top. no big deal. Just warm it up a little bit, work it a little bit. It doesn't take much for that metal to, you know, with heat, it contracts, it grows and shrinks basically. So you just have to warm it up a little bit to get the lid off. Don't go nuts, don't put it in the fire and melt your lid, anything like that. Anyway, I've got some water, which means I can make some breakfast, and we'll get working on another video for you guys. Remember, even if you're just experimenting, there is no such thing as a small adventure. See you on the adventure trail.
Hey everyone, hopefully you enjoyed that quick little survival tip on how to insulate your water when you're out here in the freezing cold so you have actual water to drink in the morning. If you enjoy these tips, be sure to check out all of our videos. But if you want to experience this firsthand, Hutch over here is teaching my winter survival classes, so we'd love to see you out at camp. Hopefully you learned something. I'll see you again next time.